And I saw the Pew poll that, again, we talked about how crime is going to impact the Pennsylvania races one way or the other. Even if Fetterman wins, it's tighter because of crime. And I remember we had 4 black voters in Elise's focus group saying, hey, crime is the issue. We're afraid to go to work. We're afraid to come home. And afterwards, we were like, oh, it's racist to talk about crime, right? This Pew poll comes out yesterday that shows among Democrats, 85, I believe it's 85% of black voters pick crime as a top issue. 81% of black Democrats say crime is a top issue. And look at that. White voters, it says 56% of white voters, but in the Democratic Party, only 33% of white Democrats. And this explains so much of what you've been trying to tell us and teach us for 2 years, that white, woke, latte liberals sit in Park Slope and say, oh, don't talk about crime, that's racist. While you say everybody in the congregation is telling you crime's a top issue.
Everywhere I've gone this year, and you know I preach at different congregations every Sunday because my ministry's national with Nash Action Network. That's all people talk to me about. Reverend, we get it about police reform. We get it about voter rights. But what about crime? Why aren't you talking about that? So I didn't get this out of some great study. I got this from people I'm talking to, real people. Yeah. And you know, Reverend Michael Walron, an outstanding minister in Harlem, said, this woke analysis of we don't want police comes from privileged people. Right. Because people that are not privileged need people on the ground to deal with carjackings, deal with home invasions, deal with they can't walk to the subway. They get on the subway landings and stand back because they're afraid of being pushed in front of trains. This is a daily reality. There are women and men getting ready for work right now that are afraid to go to the subway station, right now afraid to walk. That's not exaggerating, that's explaining. And if we don't address that, we're not really dealing with the masses we claim to speak for.
Right. Who they claim to speak for, and they don't even know. And Willie, how often do we hear people saying, oh, you can't talk about crime, that's just a GOP talking point, that's racism, when in fact you can go back to the Black Lives Matter marches when some of these woke white politicians were talking about defunding the police. I remember a New York Times article from 2020, and representatives from Park Slope were talking about defunding the police, while representatives, people of color from parts of Brooklyn and the Bronx were saying, defund the police. We need more police in our schools. We need more police in our streets. The truth has been there for Democratic leaders to hear for a couple of years. The truth has been there. If they would only talk to the representatives of the people who are on the front lines in this surge in crime, and instead they say, well, don't believe your lying eyes. We have data point that shows it's safer than it was in 1979.
Yeah, it's incredibly condescending, and it gets to a point that our buddy Anand Giridharadas writes about in his new book, where he says, don't tell people what's important to them. They'll let you know what's important. Don't tell them, no, crime's not important. No, the border's not important. Here's what's actually important. That's how you lose voters. And as Rev knows, the mayor of this city where we are right now, Eric Adams, was elected because quality of life and crime were the #1 issues to voters in this city. He's a former 24-year New York City cop, but he did come in, Rev, saying, we're not defunding the police. We need to make the police stronger while making the reforms that need to be made.
And he was an ex-cop, and everyone knew it and voted for him because they figure he can handle it. And it's not just one way, because we're seeing in red states crime is high. Right. Oklahoma has a higher crime rate than New York. Right. So, I mean, this is not just at the liberals. It's everybody has become tone deaf to their talking points rather than the reality of what people are living with every day.
Every day.
It's a very big issue, and we're going to have the very latest from all the battleground states with 6 days to go until